Okay, marhaba. Hello, hi. So this will be in English. It will not be in Arabic. Okay, I'm gonna explain how to install FreeBSD. It's a Unix operating system or a Unix-like code, whatever. It's a BSD system, and here's the definition of FreeBSD according to the official website of FreeBSD, freebsd.org. Okay. So it's an operating system that's used to power modern servers, desktops, and embedded platforms. Okay, large community has continually developed it for more than 30 years. Its advanced networking, security, and storage features have made FreeBSD the platform of choice for many of the busiest websites, most pervasive embedded networking and storage devices. Now, anyway, if you want to say, just you can say like FreeBSD is an alternative for Linux. If you want to say, if you don't want to use Linux and you want to use another operating system that's free and you can install it easy on your Intel machine, okay, you can use FreeBSD. Okay, and mostly it uses most of the applications that you use on Linux, the open source applications, but there are some shortages when you talk about the serious and famous applications like AutoCAD, like for drawing, like there are alternatives for AutoCAD on Linux, but not on FreeBSD. And maybe you will have to do some kind of emulation at the Linux emulation layer, so you can run those applications which are only dedicated for Linux. Okay. Now, and only made for Linux. So let's start for installation. Okay, now you click here to download BSD. Okay, now according to the processor, those are types of processor architectures, or the way processors are made and their internals. Okay, now in our usual Intel machines, you'll be using the one for 32-bit is the i386. For 64-bit machines, you'll be using the AMD 64, and the rest is the like Power PCs for the IBM servers, usually the mainframes. Those, one of them can be used on the M1, Apple M1. Okay, the ARM, and maybe also on your tablet if you have a tablet that uses the ARM processors. Okay, there is also a RISC-V. V is the 5, and this 64-bit version of the RISC-V processor. I don't know which machines use this. Okay, but anyway, we're going to use the latest release, which is 13.2. There is a, if you look here, okay, there's the upcoming 14, but discard it for now. Can later upgrade. And yeah, so we're going to go with the 64-bit of Intel machines. Similarly, if you have an AMD processor, the same. Okay, they're the same way of same way of processing and running applications. Now, what I'm gonna do is use a virtual machine here using VMware Workstation to install it. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something. If you are going to use the boot only ISO, then don't. Okay, what I found is that the downloading speed is too slow. What boot only ISO does is that you download this file, the ISO file. Or for example, you can use the memstick, same here, the small ones. Okay, the mini memstick. Okay, memstick is that you just burn it on your USB flash drive. Okay, a boot only if you want to make a CD, or you can also use that to make a flash disk. But here, don't install the main packages from a DVD. You will have to install them from through downloading them online. Now the downloading is too slow, very slow. Okay, if you, for example, you have a 1 megabyte bandwidth, the usual bandwidth, okay, just goes with kilobytes. Okay, so less than 100 kilobytes. Okay, so this is what used to happen with me. So I stopped. I discarded the boot only, although I downloaded it. It's preferred that you use the disk one. Okay, download it. Okay, This is for the CD. This is the DVD. Prefer to get the DVD, not the CD, of course. Okay, the DVD, it has everything. And also use the big mem stick, the one that has the biggest size. Okay, if you want to do the USB flash installation. Okay, so let me see what I did download. Is it download FreeBSD? Yeah, I downloaded the DVD. Okay, so this is list view. Let me zoom it for you. So this is what I download. Okay, now in the virtual machine, we're going to create a new virtual machine. Typical. This is the version of your VMware Workstation Pro. Okay. Now, use the ISO image. You browse and you take the ISO image, this one. Okay. Now it tells you this. We will have to change this later. Okay. So don't you will install the operating system later. Okay. So this way. Now I'm gonna change to browse to somewhere else, which is slash media. Okay, Thunderbird, and this folder. Okay, open. Now next, you will get a file like this. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to. Again, there's another folder will be inside this location. Okay, so I'm gonna make it like FreeBSD alone. Okay, so it'll be like this. Now I'm gonna make this as 100 gigs, but it will not really take 100 gigs. It will be and start as a single file. It will be you will have up to 100 gigabytes in your system. So I'm gonna start it. Okay, now don't power on. And customize the hardware and do the following that. Okay, change it to bridged. So this machine will be like your real laptop. It will take an IP similarly and exactly the same way, not the same IP, the same way your laptop takes. Okay, an IP. And we're gonna change this. I'm gonna give it like enough memory, like around 4 gigabytes. I have 16 gigabytes in my system. And the processors, I'm gonna make it one CPU containing 8 cores. Okay, this is how do I know? Now this is on Linux. Okay, this is Linux I'm using here. So to know, so you'll have to say less slash CPU slash proc CPU info. And you go download down. See, this is the processor number is 7. You just add 1 because it starts with 0. So the count, if you count from 1 instead of 0, it will be 8. Okay. So that's why I put 8. I want to use them all. You can make them lesser. Don't go higher. Okay. Don't go greater than that. Okay. That's enough. Now, and just say finish. Do not power it on because we're going to change something that will make the system. See, it says here the operating system is version 10. No, I can make it version 13. Finish. And we're going to change this to edit or through editing. And see this version, it says other. So I say here make it like 1364 bits and I save. Okay. Now we can start up the operating system, the installation. Cool. Press enter directly, don't wait. And then I press enter on install. See, you can use the arrow keys, okay, on your keyboard to switch between, and there is a tab button too. So press like this. Take the default key map. I don't know if you have a different key map, you can use it. Okay, Arabic here is not listed. This is something like I can say it's a broad drawback. Okay. Now, if you're running on a managed network, please ask your network administrator for an appropriate name, of course, because you don't want to make conflict between names. So I'm gonna use just only FreeBSD because I'm the system admin here actually. Okay, and I'm gonna remove this. There's no need for it. Okay, add the ports because we need to install everyday applications. The usual everyday applications, and the system source tree is that like you have the source code of the applications. Okay, so there's no need. You're gonna download only the binary files. They're already compiled programs. They're already ready for usage. Okay, and then I go test suite. I don't know why should I use it. I just press tab. Then remember to like move using the arrows and select using this, the space button, okay, space bar button, and then press OK. Now I'm gonna go with an auto UFS. ZFS is more for I'm not saying you cannot use it for your desktop, it's just more for servers, okay. So you just use the default one usually. I can go with the auto, but I must show you how to do it manually, so I'm gonna go with the manual. Then you go with the arrows to the create. Okay, then create an MBR partition. Okay, this is not UEFI partition. Okay, this is an MBR. Okay, if you want to use a UEFI, maybe you will. I think you will have to use the GID like this. Okay, not this one. Okay, cancel and delete. So and then you create it. You just use the GID partition table. Okay. So I'm gonna use the MBR. MBR is like the old style, the BIOS, like before 2000s, okay, early 2000s, in the 90s also. So I created this. So I'm gonna create. Now what we're gonna create here is is like a container, okay, inside the partition table for the whole disk. Okay, it will be like 100. This is the whole disk. Okay, now after this we will divide this and partition this like you're gonna see. Look, you shouldn't type any mount points here. Okay, so then and the mount point is the folder where you start reading that partition. Okay, is like a location in your drive, is a path where you start from that path reading the contents of your partition. So I'll move using the arrows down here, and I press enter. Okay, back, and I press create. Then here it's FreeBSD UFS. Okay, so I'm gonna change using the 100. I'm gonna make it like 69. Okay, you will see why 69. Okay, if you have been watching Madagascar, okay, say like those penguins say to you 6 to 9 years. It's 69 years. Okay, it's 6 to 9 years. Okay, just making a pun on the two word. Okay, so here I made the whole partition. Or I took from the whole drive just like 96 gigabytes. Okay, and this is the slash. This is the whole system, for all applications. And there's your home folder. Okay, it will be there in /home/ your username, the one that you're gonna select. Now here we're going to you can make a separate partition for your /home, which is better because when you want to revert back to it, you can still find it. Okay, you don't have to reformat it, you just point at it. Okay, and there are those options if you want for security things. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna say okay, and then I'm gonna create another partition, but this time it's not defaultly, like there's no way you can change the, there's no menu over here. Okay, so in order to change it, so I'm gonna just type here swap. Now the swap is a way to have like a way to borrow RAM, okay, additional RAM when your system is full. Okay, so it'll be using the hard drive, and this does not have a mount point. It's just that partition is well known, and everything is sorted there, and this one you will not be able to see it. Okay, and then I go with the finish, press enter, and then I commit. Okay, and it will format. Okay, now you see those files will take you ages if you are going if you used the boot only CD. Okay, and the FTP, like using the FTP protocol, is too slow. So you know, HTTP servers are usually cached, so it will be faster for you to download. Okay, and those already are compressed files. That like TXZ is a compressed file. It's a tar file with the XZ or the bzip, something like that. Okay, is that compression? Okay, lib32 is for like if you have an application that's only 32-bit builds. Okay, now after that you saw the ports. So this is like a tree which has all the kinds of applications that are open source, that can be portable. Okay, can be built from between different operating systems. Like if you are on FreeBSD or you want to run the same application on Linux, you just can use the ports tree. Okay, then you can install that application on that operating system, maybe on Mac, same thing. Okay, so they're called the ports. Okay, so I'm gonna put just here for the the system administrator. This is the general manager. This is the one that is the ruler or everything. He can do whatever with the system. Okay, so he's called root. When you log in, your username will be root. Okay, so I'm gonna just type on you on the reality for like when you are in production. Okay, use a real serious password, like a mix of hashtags and @ and those special characters. Okay, plus numbers, everything. 1 1. Then this is my network card. It found my network card. Okay, so I'm gonna go with it. Yes, I must have an IP version 4 in order to connect. Okay, so it's asking me whether I'd like to configure IP version 4 for this card. Yes, I want. And here, if you want to use if you'd like to use the DSCP, which means if you want to either administratively type the IPs by yourself, or just let the router at your home or at your office gives you a separate IP, well differentiated IP. Okay, so I'm gonna press yes. Okay, so it will acquire an IP from the DSCP server. Okay, because the DSCP server knows which phones, which computers had an IP, so it'll give you the like an available IP. Okay, I don't want to use IP version 6. There's no need for it. It's just another way of addressing, and it's have a bigger range of IPs. Okay, than IP version 4, but there's no use here in Beirut. Okay, for right now. So this is like the 8 like the 4 8s here is just the DNS server of Google, and the other one is also for Google. Okay, belongs to Google. This is when you, for example, you want to say I have want to go to yahoo.com, want to type in the website. So I'm going to show you exactly what does it do. Okay, through Linux, same thing. So I'm going to say ns look up yahoo.com. So press like this. So see, it talks to the 4 8s. It gives you all the IPs of yahoo.com. Okay, and those are also IP version 6 IPs this way. Okay, so you must have them in order to get your internet up and running correctly. Okay, now this is for my like my location plus my time zone. So I'm gonna go with Asia, and then I go to Lebanon. Okay, this has to be changed, of course. Okay, this is to FreeBSD. Please change it. There's no way to stay like that. Okay, so okay, EET should be reasonable because this is for daylight saving. Okay, now this is our date. Look here, Okay, let's see, 17. Okay, and this is the time now. So we set date, yes, and set the time. Time is incorrect here, so it should be 0, or you just use the arrows. Okay, and set the time. And of course I need an SSH server. Okay, and I don't know what's this exactly, but I need this in order to have a mouse pointer in the terminal. Okay, this will be nice to have, and I think this too. This I'm not sure. Okay, here when I talk about first, let me tell you what's NTP date. It will like automatically update your time as it says. Okay, output time. Okay, power D, like if you have frequency scaling, you know, most CPUs nowadays have frequency scaling. You wanna save on power and save on like make your system also cooler. Okay, colder. Okay, not cooler, colder. Okay, so you don't, because you're not gonna go with higher frequencies, so the consumption of power is less. Okay, here I don't have it, it's just a virtual machine, so it's not important. Yes, enable crash dumps is important, so you need to know what has happened. If you, it's like if you got a problem. Crash dumps are very much equivalent to the Linux kernel crash panics, you know, I mean the kernel panics, and there's also the same when you see the blue screen of death on Windows, so it's the same thing. Okay, now those create some, this is the only one I would need. Let's see, hide processes running as other users, hide, these are our options if you want to add them. Okay, hide running as other groups. Okay, hide jail. Okay, now that everybody knows that unprivileged users, less people see the kernel message. Okay, process debugging. Okay, now everything has to be, it's okay, there's no need. So I'm gonna go with like this. Users, I want to add the user. I'll type the username will be user. Okay, and user, this is the full name, like, yeah, for example, Omar free man, okay, something like that, whole name. So I'm gonna keep it like user, and UID, it will give you a random UID from itself. Same, keep it as default. Like the user called user will be belong to the group called user. Okay, if you want to add them to different groups, you can type them there right now. I don't have right now. And then you have login class default. Keep it as a slash will be bash. Okay, don't use the other one, so there's no need. Okay, if you put no login, this means that this user has no login shell. Okay, and this is where your files are going to be in /home/user. Okay, and this is your home point. Yeah, keep them by default. Okay, if you want to add them here, you have to type some kind of number. Okay, but keep the permissions as is. Okay, password based authentication. If you want to put username, type a password. Yes. Okay. No, I don't gonna use an empty password. If you'd like to, it's up to you. And no, not a random password. I use mine, so I'm gonna use the number 1 again for easiness. Okay, and simplicity. Log out the account after creation. No, you know how we want to use it. Okay, so everything is okay. I just type yes. Okay, you want to add another user? I don't want to, so I'm gonna put no. Okay, now just that, then press exit. Okay, yes. Okay, and type exit again. Okay, and very good. That's it. Okay, after that we're gonna start with installing applications. Okay, we use the command, like those who know Linux, they use apt or rpm or dnf or yum. Okay, people who use Red Hat use dnf and yum RPM. People who use Debian use the apt and dpkg. Okay, this is what you're seeing is now the kernel booting and like discovering what's on the system, so it can manage it and run the system for you. See, it found an IP for me. Okay. Yeah, it gave me a date. Okay, so if sorry, I'll go through root because we want to configure the system more. Okay, so this is my IP here. This is my IP EM, the EM0. Okay, where's that? Let's check this. etc rc.d mouse to start. This is not started. I don't know why, but I selected it start. Like, okay, it's not showing that it's running. There's no mouse. Okay, we'll have to see about that. Now, so again, let's go like this. This is fconfig. So we have EM0, which is our network card. You read with me. Here it says where. I'll show you something like. Let me turn on Grommet. Grommet is better here. Graphics. Okay. So I'm gonna use here F9. So look with me here. I hope it works. Okay. So here, this is your IP now. Okay. Yeah, it worked. Okay, and again, this is here the name of your network card. So this is what you're going to configure. So it's something like F9. Okay. Okay, and then if you want to type an IP after that. Okay, now let's start with here. First of all, I want to install Pico. Let's see Pico if it's there. No, there's no Pico. So I'm going to install Pico, the editor. Okay, so we'll use the command called package and install. So everything will be going with a command called package. So package install. Okay, Pico. And I type yes because the package manager is not installed yet. So I'm going to go like this. Okay, and it will also download the catalog of all applications that are listed inside the pkg command. Okay, that we can install and uninstall and whatever. See here it's downloading. See, this is my on Linux system, so match the speeds. Okay. Okay. And this is how much left time. Okay, estimated time. Okay, there is no Pico. Let's see if there is Nano. If it's installed. No, there's no Nano. So we're gonna install Nano. Same. There's VIM anyway. Yes. Yeah, it's there's Nano. Okay, same. Pico and Nano are the same. Now, if I say like Nano /etc, now I can Control L clears the screen. Control L clears the screen. /etc /rc.conf. See, SSH was enabled. Yeah, so this is an SSH server. Okay, if you want to install it. Okay, NTP data. Those are things which are set to be starting at boot time. Okay, Press Ctrl X to get out from the nano. I'm gonna install also vim. This. Should not take a long time because I have downloaded it earlier, within the last hour. So all these here, let's just so we have all these are like this here, okay, are required to get VIM installed. So VIM will be installed after you install these. This is what we call dependencies, okay, the dependency system. Okay, so it will find the required packages without thinking, okay. Because of the catalog that you downloaded, okay, when you first started with the package. And that catalog can be updated, okay. There's a package update, I think this command should be like that. Now here I can use VIM, okay. Now let's see if OpenSSH is installed. Top. Okay. There's nothing says here. Let's see the ID of SSHD. SSH. There's nothing. A command not found. Okay. So I will have to install them. Okay. There is a server. So let's say I want to log into this system, okay. By default, if you from my Linux to the virtual machine, so I'm gonna use vim/etc/ssh/sshd config. You will see down here that login from root, permit login from root is disabled, so I can use here, yes, but this is not preferred, by the way. I'm just telling you. Okay, then service, is there a service? Hopefully, yeah, service SSH D or SSH reload, SSHD mate. Let's see. Okay. So it will read this, the configuration files without restarting. Restarting means that it will have to disconnect the server, okay, and shut it down. Okay, like imagine there are people who are connected to the system, you are disconnecting them first while they are working. So it's better to reload than. So let's see here. So I'm gonna say SSH. Okay, now the system is like 84, okay, as far as I remember. No, it's not. So let's see if Ctrl L here, I mean here, Ctrl L, fconfig, 68, 6 to 9 years. So this is 68 or 86. I mean, I'm reading them always in reverse order. I just don't know why. Okay, so you type yes. Okay, and this is one, and you log in. Voila, you're on FreeBSD. Okay, let's see /etc/issue. Oh no, you can use, for example, to make sure that you're really on FreeBSD, although it's telling you uname -a. So this is the whole system definition. Okay. Now I can use this. I can use inside the side here, but now as long as I can do it here, it will be better, because I'm not gonna do every time like click here and then alt control to quit the, or to be disconnected from the virtual machine. I mean the keyboard will be disconnected from the virtual machine. Okay, when you press alt control, if you click again, the keyboard will be connected there. Okay, so we are now here. Okay, now what you're gonna do is package install. Let's see online how to install the graphical interface. Okay, this is what's left now. So yeah, from here we go back to the go to documentation, handbook, and X Windows system. We want to desktop environments. Okay, don't want to use KDE. I want to use mates. There is mates. Hopefully, yeah, there's mate. Mate is the best to me. Okay, it's the best. In my opinion, is the best. Seriously. Okay, after like testing many, mate is the best. So yeah, so here it's easier to install mates. Okay, then I'm gonna do this. Okay, all this has to be downloaded. See, all that. So it's gonna take too long until they get downloaded. So process, yeah, 3. So this is how much it's gonna download. This is plausible. So we're gonna wait. Okay, until it's downloaded. Okay. Now there's also a setting has to be put. Okay, has to be added, which is here after install Xorg. Like how you would start your as far as I remember, is that you need to make the system start directly to the graphical interface and your desktop. So this way you will have to add this, okay, in order to make the username part of the video group, so it can use the graphical interface. Okay, this is important. Okay, I haven't seen whether it's going to actually install Xorg. Yeah, there's Xorg fonts, so those are necessary. Okay, they are inevitable. But here it's using a Wayland. I don't want to use Wayland. Okay. It's just for the sake of programs like AnyDesk, if they would work on FreeBSD. I don't know. Let's see the manual, what it says about it. So those are important for you to read them, because it's hardware dependent. Okay, let's see about Wayland. Where's the other way, like a different way than Xorg? So here, Wayland is only a protocol that acts as an intermediary between clients using different mechanism, which removes the dependency on X. Okay, X server, which is the one that manages the graphical system. Okay. So Wayland is a replacement, if you want to say it. So Wayland, the compositor or window manager, provides the display server instead of traditional X server. So in X you will have to have the X server. Then the desktop manager will be, or the window manager will not have to have programmed the display server. Whereas in Wayland, it seems that the window manager itself will be having the display server side. Okay. I'm not a fan of Wayland anyway. Okay, not a fan of Wayland. Okay, I use always X Windows. Okay, they're trying to get rid of X anyway. So yeah, we are like. See, this is the package number that we are downloading. You know, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna install also Xorg. Yeah. Yes. Because I need Xorg anyway. This is gonna take a long time. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video, and once it finishes, we will proceed. Okay, with okay. With the explanation. Okay, I'm resuming for a little bit just to tell you that we are now on the 200th, or after the 200th package. Okay, so we are just coming soon to the end. Okay, of the download. Okay. Okay, now we resume our recording session. So here we can see the following. This is after installing everything. So you got those messages. This is for free type, true type fonts. Okay. So it's telling you about free type properties can be used to control the driver properties here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, read all that. This can be done inside the Xorg.com, so you can add these fonts, deja vu. Okay, dot free type. Okay, for the fonts. Well, it's here. This is just for people who are using C shell and Tish. Okay, and Bash here you would use this. X keyboard default rules is Xorg. So if the arrow keys does not work in X11, switch to legacy. Switch to legacy rules. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. Okay, mainly. Okay, this is for LDAP. I don't know why they installed LDAP and shell. Yeah. Okay. And Samba shells. This is just for you to be able to connect to a remote server. Okay, a Windows server or an LDAP server. Anyway. Or a server that's running LDAP, okay, and that's it. So we have to go to this link anyway. So I mean, in order to know how to boot with the GNOME, okay, and also we have to add the username to here. So okay, user, that's the user. Okay, we added him. Okay. We will see whether we'll need this or not, okay? Because I know what I know is that Xorg starts automatically. Okay, so we need to know how to start up Xorg automatically. Okay. So you install all other fonts if you want. That's all. There's nothing quite talking about that. But let's see other the desktop environments, how to run them. Okay, I'm going to mates because this is what I installed. Okay. This is very important to add. Okay, we can add this here. Let's see if I just type this, what will happen. Okay. So let's see what happens with rc.conf. Yeah, it added it. So this command just adds it to the startup. Then we need to install this. Yes. Okay, this is just for security issues, so we make a memory lock. Okay. Okay. So what's next? Yeah, we add enable lightdm, so it on start. Like when after booting, it will run the login manager. Okay, and this is how would you start it automatically manually. Okay, then you type start X. Okay, that's it. So now we're going to reboot. Let's see the server here. Enough is enough. Too much delay. for nothing. Okay. I think the boot will be faster if I disable the NTP. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, great. Now it started. Good. Now, as usual, this is number one, and again, let's see what will happen. Yeah, awesome. So let's see whether we can go. Anyway, let me see here. We need another outer panel, new panel. It's very important, and I will put it at the bottom. Properties, not at the right, at the bottom. Okay. Close. Okay, the system here, maybe preferences, hardware, see displays. Is by this configuration anyway. But where? Oh, okay. I'm gonna also show the hide buttons. So, but there's some kind here at the bottom is gone. Okay, I don't know where. Okay, it's not stretching. It's a view. Auto fit window. And let's see if I just go full screen. Okay. Yeah, search guest, so I'll make it like this. So there's some kind of here missing. Okay, it's not going correctly. And yes, I will have to add the panel, the eyes, then we add system monitor. This is very important, most important thing. Okay, we just move it here, somewhere here, and then preferences, and then you click all these, other set, and you change the one for the network, make it like something like green. Okay, so one will be out in green, downloading in yellow. Okay, what else now? Weather report is not actually working these days. Okay, it's just the server that we pull the data from is not working anymore. This very small than that. Preferences, we change it to Celsius because I'm on a metric system. This is millimeter mercury. Visibility is in meters, not in kilometers, of course. Okay. Also, then what we do is go to system tools, we go to make terminal. This is where we put it, so we can have the mid terminal, and here in the panel must have a window switcher. I'll remove that from the list. Yeah. And here, open the home folder. Okay. There's also a level of emulation for Linux if you want to install the Linux applications. So go back to the manual. This one. You go here and you can go like this. One, okay, and you can do it there in the virtual machine. So Linux enable. Okay, now we have to reboot to get it working, but we can do this too. Okay, and okay, so what's next? Okay, if we do this, okay, output will give you this. Okay, so this will mean that everything is fine with Linux emulation. Okay, and what else? You have to install this. Next software requires more than just an API. It needs more than just the libraries, the important libraries. Okay. In order for Linux software, we use the number of users. Install this first, then Linux base 7, then see you get a different complete system on the I can install this. Oh damn, it's too much. Let's see. Oh, this takes like 3 minutes, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. Once it finishes, we'll resume. Okay, فإذا هذا here. Okay, we're saying that here's Linux has been installed. Let's go for here. Was saying, yeah, if you want, you can make a base system from CentOS. Okay. Or you can make a base system. This is what we've done. Okay, so see, yeah, this is the sublime. That if you wanted to make it like it looks like CentOS, you would install this one. Okay, and if you want to make it like Debian or an Ubuntu system, you would use this one. Okay, use either. Don't use both. Okay, there's no reason to use both. And this way, will you like? I don't know actually, like that's why I feel like there's no reason to install FreeBSD. just install directly Linux as long as it's available. Okay. Anyway, now let's see other things. Let's see multimedia, audio players, video players. Maybe there should be VLC installed. The VLC is not installed. Okay. Let's see. Sound and video. There's no VLC. Simply we can just simply install it. Okay. It takes this much. And also we can install, for example, LibreOffice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's add it, LibreOffice. This will take long. And what else? We can install as many applications as we want. Okay. So Samba installed. Let's see. Samba server. That's for sharing between Windows and packages. Let me search for it. Yeah, this is what you should install, this one. So 14 megabytes is enough. Okay. Let's pause until the file gets downloaded and installed. Oh, it has been installed. Okay, just installed. So this line, if you want to tell where the Samba NS update. Okay. Okay. Good. But what we need to do is PID or SMBD. Okay. So what was that command? Okay, let's find how to add it. This one. This is where you add the configuration, this folder in this file. But what we need is the startup. Okay. Okay. So when bind enable. Okay, and this Samba server enabled. This is what should have been added. So have to remove that line because it might make some trouble. Okay, and service Samba SMB start. Okay, either should be in this file. Let's see how they managed it on the Samba server. See, this is the command. Okay, I'm trying to guess because I'm trying to. I know it's incorrect to do that, but just I'm doing that because I'm trying to match with my knowledge in Linux. Okay, so how they. Okay, yeah, it's not readable. How come? Let's see. ls or nano /usr local etc smb4. See, there's no files as such. So yeah, so that's why we have to copy some of the configuration that's written at the top. Okay, this is a worker group. Okay, this is which worker group the system will belong to. This is the name of the server. I will make it like FreeBSD tool, or not example machine. Okay, security user, yes, because you want to make it be logged in to using a username and password to use this way, or this method of saving the usernames of Samba. Okay, they're different than the normal username. Okay, okay, I'm gonna take this as is. Now I'm gonna change the source path here. Okay, forget it. Okay, I'm gonna make it belong to the user. Or if you want, we can add a share the homes. Okay, we can add homes. Okay, I'll make them writable. Okay, let's add the global first and make the homes too. Okay, forget about this. Okay, so let me change it to writable. And browsable too. Browsable. Okay. So look for the home directories. And service. Now everything's running. Now we'll have to add a user SMB client, SMB password minus add for user. Okay, so 1. Okay, now it's done. So let's try. Okay, let's browse the network. We're gonna use on a different terminal. See this one. Now this is for recording. Okay. Let's first list everything, okay, before we use the user. Okay, there's homes, of course. Home directory of nobody, okay, no problem. Okay, so we're gonna use the user slash user to log into his user folder, and minus user. Okay, so I'll type 1, will be are done plus. Okay, let's put this file, the .local, oh no, maybe small files, we need a small file. Okay, okay, I'm gonna log out here and just touch, for example, X, Y, Z. Okay, just .txt, or let's decode that, add some data in it. Okay, test X, Y, Z. Okay, then Samba client 1. Okay. Oh, I had a different password. I think so. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now I can put some file, the file, put xyz.txt. Okay, there's let's access the NAS, so I cannot add a file. Okay, but I can, for example, get the CS. Okay, let's see, get C. This is how I download, but uploading there's a problem with the configurations, so see, writable is no, so I wanted to make it yes now, so everything will be fine. Okay, and just by starting the server, you can just simply, yeah, it has to disconnect, of course. Okay, so I can put now XYZ. Okay, that's done. So if we list, we can see that XYZ has been there, is transferred. I can do the same here. Okay, for the user slash slash home user XYZ, so you can find it's there. So that's mostly all about FreeBSD in general. Okay, I'm not gonna do everything for you, but this is it. Okay, just follow the handbook and enjoy. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe and like our channel.